Good evening, here's my audience. We have two more joining us on FaceTime. Pepper and Aiden, can you wave?
Just wave. We're listening to her speech.
Okay. Here you go. Red food dye is in thousands of products that we consume daily. Most people don't know the effects that red food dye has on our bodies. Red food dye has an especially catastrophic effect on children and people who are on the spectrum. The FDA has done a gross under job of analyzing what red food dye does to our bodies. This is a violation of our basic human rights. The FDA is not doing what it's supposed to protect us from the chemicals that are in our foods. So that leaves it up to us to educate and protect ourselves. Red food dye is all around us. You hear whispers of it. Moms talk about red food dye and how they cut it, and now they've noticed such a difference. Consumers entice us with red food dye. Skittles, taste the rainbow. Try Skittles, taste the red food dye. But what exactly is red food dye? According to GoodRx.com, red food dye number 40, also known as Allura Red 40, is an artificial color additive used in many foods, drinks, candies, and even cosmetics. Think red lipstick. But why is Red 40 used? Allura Red 40 is used to create distinct, bold, and also uniform colors in consumable products. Allura Red 40 is a man-made color additive. So this makes it very enticing to manufacturers because it is affordable and it's readily available for mass production. Now that we have discussed what Allura Red 40 is and why it's used, we need to discuss some of the products that it's in. You can find Allura Red 40 most likely in your own kitchen. It's in dairy products such as ice creams, flavored milks, and yogurts. You can also find it in desserts and baked goods. Think chocolate and strawberry cakes and ice creams, and strawberry flavored ingredients. Also, you can find it in canned pie fillings and canned fruits. It's also in drinks, carbonated sodas, fruit juices, Kool-Aids, chips, condiments, and cereals. When you take a look at these products, what is most alarming to you? For me, what I find the most alarming is the fact that these are marketed towards kids who have the greatest effect through red food dye. The effects of Red 40 on children is catastrophic. It creates a day and night difference in children. Multiple studies have been done that indicate that Red 40 creates increased hyperactivity, decreased focus, behavioral issues, and even aggression in children. But that's not all that it does. Red 40 also creates disturbed sleep patterns in children. Children who consume Red 40 experience sleep regression, disrupted sleep patterns, trouble falling asleep and staying asleep, waking unrested, nighttime waking, and even in some cases, night terrors. A 2021 study by the state of California indicated that there is a link between red dye number 40 and neurobehavioral issues. A 2007 study by the UK FDA was done on 300 children. The children's ages were between 2 and 7. This study indicated that all consumption of colored food dyes created a neurobehavioral issue, but it specified that red food dye created the greatest issues. Why, if red food dye is causing all of these issues, is it still being consumed in the US? First, we need to look at why it is banned in other countries. Red food dye is banned in other countries because it's linked to behavioral issues in children. It has carcinogens, which are cancer causing, and it's also linked to cancer through consumption. It is considered toxic by the UK FDA. Here's a list of just a few of the countries that have already made the step to ban red food dye. Australia, New Zealand, Japan, Switzerland, and the entire European Union has banned red food dye due to the effects of it. Now the question is why? Why is the United States FDA not making the steps to ban red food dye? The answer is simple. It's affordable, readily available, and it's already in mass production. the US would lose money by banning red food dye. So why should it be banned? The answer is simple. Cancer-causing carcinogens, it causes mental duress, and it's derived from petroleum products. That is not meant for our consumption. Why is the question? Why is the US FDA allowing this consumption? If the US FDA is not going to do its job and protect us from the cancer-causing carcinogens in red food dye, it is in our ballpark. It is our job to inform ourselves and educate ourselves of the effects of red food dye. By eliminating red food dye from our diets, or at least limiting it, we can protect ourselves and we can protect our children. We need to do better. I'd also like to take a moment to note my citations. These citations were used to source information from the studies done. Thank you.